Hi, welcome to wiring testing. Tests must be conducted prior to powering on our devices in order to avoid danger to the installations. Basically, there are 3 tests that we are going to conduct today. First, insulation test. The purpose of this test is to ensure no short circuit on our connections. This test is to determine how effective the insulation is in resisting the flow of electrical current. Next, continuity test. This test is conducted to check if there is current flows in the circuit. Finally, the polarity test. Polarity test is to ensure correct connections of active, neutral and CPC to electrical equipment. Insulation test. For phase and neutral, we are going to inject 500 volt to our circuit, so turn the knob to 500 volt. Now place the probe at phase and neutral, and then we are going to press the test button for a few seconds. Now release the test button and record the reading shown on the meter. Insulation test for phase and CPC. Now place the probe at phase and CPC. Now press the test button at the insulation tester and record the reading shown on the meter. Insulation test for neutral and CPC. Place the probe at neutral and CPC point. Next, press the test button at the insulation meter for a few seconds and record the reading shown on the meter. Continuity test. The purpose of this continuity test is to check the connections that we have made so far. As long as the meter gives a low resistance reading, then the connections are correct. In this test, we are going to use the meter as an ohm meter, so turn the knob to ohm. Now, tap the phase point at the distribution box. Another probe, tap on the phase point also at the switch. Now, record the reading shown on the meter. Next, we are going to perform continuity test for neutral connections. Tap the neutral point at the distribution box. Another probe, tap on the neutral point at the switch. Now, record the reading. Now, we are going to do continuity test for our CPC connections. Make sure the meter is still in ohmmeter mode. Now, tap the CPC point at the distribution box. Tap another probe on the CPC point of your switch. Polarity test. The purpose of this polarity test is to ensure our connections are correct. We are going to use test bell for this test. Set the meter to test bell mode. Since this connection is not supposed to be connected, therefore there should be no test bell ring heard. First, we test the connections between phase and neutral. Now, between neutral and CPC. And the last one is between phase and CPC. Now we have completed testing all the connections inside distribution box. Throughout this test, there was no test bell ring heard. Now we are going to test the connections between distribution box and lamp socket. If the test bell rings, then the connections are correct. Tap the CPC point at the distribution box and another probe to the CPC point at the lamp socket. We just heard the test bell ring. Now, tap the neutral point at the distribution box and another probe to the neutral point at the lamp socket. Finally, tap the phase point at the distribution box and another probe at the phase point at the lamp socket. This test is supposed to be conducted on all other lamp socket connections. Therefore, repeat the same test between distribution box and other lamp sockets.